Hello, hello. Welcome to another episode of Adventure School, the series where we invite well-traveled guests on to explain ways that you can adventure easy. So I'm really excited about today's episode. We're going to have my friend Chris on, and his Instagram account is Andy Makes Money, which I'm going to invite right now. Hey Chris. Hey guys, thanks for joining. So basically, Chris is going to tell us how we can make money on the road. Hey Chris.
Hi, Ashley. How are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good. Can you hear me okay?
I can hear you great. Can you hear me?
Yeah,
Okay, perfect.
great.
Um, Thank you for coming on. I was just kind of giving a little overview of you and how I know you and what you teach. So basically what I wanted to say is that um, Chris is originally from Indonesia, but now he lives in the Netherlands. But I met him, me and Carlos met him in Vietnam. We were on a tour of, was it the tunnels? It
The
was
the tunnels, yeah, the Gucci tunnels. Yeah.
So that was cool. So we met and we just kind of like spent the day together and hung out. And then also he was like the first person that we met internationally that came and visited us in Las Vegas, and we took him around and we showed him some cool stuff. But yeah, we've kept in touch ever since then. He's super cool because he also owns a travel agency where he guides people from Indonesia around Europe and possibly other locations coming soon. And he
Mm.
also has this TikTok and Instagram account and other means where he teaches or coaches or helps other people make money through various means like affiliate marketing and whatnot. And specifically, I had a question recently. I asked people like, "What do you want to learn on Adventure School?" And one of the questions I got was that we want to learn how to make money. Specifically, they said I want to learn how to make money while I'm traveling in Europe. But I think a lot of these things that you're gonna share with us are going to be not exclusive to Europe, even though it's really helpful because you live in Europe.
Right.
Um, but yeah, so anyway, take it away. Tell us a little bit about yourself, and then we'll kind of go into some of your tips and ways that we can make money.
All right. Well, first of all, thank you, Ashley, for inviting me for joining this live. I mean, so great indeed to be able to catch up with you and keep in touch with you. And yeah, I mean, I'm honored as well, that you asked me for this. And indeed, so I'm originally from Indonesia, and right now I live in the Netherlands, and I do have my own organizing company. We organize tours for people from Asia to Europe, and predominantly actually from Indonesia. So that's cool. But uh, during the COVID period, of course, it's international travel basically is dead, and it was quite a struggle, right, uh, to do any traveling or organizing some tours. So yeah, luckily, I've been doing um, online business starting from, I think, when we met, 2018
Yeah,
or something, no, 2017.
shared ideas and talked and chatted about business.
Correct. Yes. And I appreciated that a lot. And again, this is a real talk, right? This is not really just, there's no script, or there's no scenario here. But indeed, I met Ashley, and I started at that time ping pong ideas actually with you, to ping pong ideas, and then I started actually with blogging. Perhaps you still remember about that, right? Yeah.
Yeah,
So yeah, so luckily I had that blogging kind of thing. It turned
eat great, right?
it
It was
etravelgreat.com. Yes, correct. And from that blog, it becomes actually this tour organization company. Yeah. So it becomes from online to offline. But
yeah,
from that experience, I learned about making money online. Setting up an online business, several business models, like affiliate marketing, which is one of my favorite.
mhm,
Um, Drop shipping. I tried all of them, and yeah, eventually I quit my job, inspired by Ashly and Carlos at that time, of course, doing their around the world tour. But yeah, I quit my job thereafter and focused primarily on my travel business and also some other online businesses. So yeah, that's how I actually kind of started, and yeah, I'm I'm still doing it right now. Yeah.
Yeah. It's kind of crazy how it's like, because I spoke about this recently too, is I think I did another live with somebody and I was talking about how I met these people from Austin that were traveling for 4 months and I was like amazed at that. And then like you met me and Carlos and we inspired you to travel. So it's almost like we're all like connecting each other. And once
Yes.
you just kind of like get it stuck in your head and then you want to do it too. So it's kind of funny how that works. We're all like one big chain. Um, but yeah, so that's super awesome. Of course, like we kind of have the same story in that. Hey, Carlos just joined.
Carlos just joining. Yeah, that's good.
um, that we kind of wanted to quit our. We were traveling a little bit, and then we like
Mm.
someone and traveled. Wanted to travel more, and from that travels, we kind of stemmed into starting a business that was related to traveling, and working online and blah blah blah. So it's very similar stories, but
Mhm.
the fact that I have a kind of a physical products business is a lot different than being able to make money online. It'd be a lot harder for me to just jump ship and be like, I'm gonna go make some money and keep my business afloat, traveling right now. So that's been kind of a challenge. Um, but with the things that Chris is going to share, these are things that you could do while you're traveling, as long as you have internet and whatnot. Maybe just have to learn a few skills or kind of get used to it or get it up and running before you leave if you want to have a little bit more of a, sustainable income while you're gone.
Mhm.
So anyway, with that, let's see. So you kind of explained already like how you got into making money online. So when you started doing all of these things, like you said, you tried a lot of different things. Was there any certain experience that you felt like you needed to have before you kind of took the leap to starting these online businesses, these ventures?
Right. I think you just need actually very limited experience, right? You do need actually really that desire. That's the most important to make your own money and not really tied to a 9 to 5 job and really like live freely, be able to get your freedom back, get your time back to travel around and stuff like that, and all that desire. All that you need first is really that desire. After that, your desire to learn, right? To be honest, the fact that I had that desire, I just basically like tried to search ways to really learn about multiple methods of making money online. I started with drop shipping. Perhaps you didn't know that, but I tried to start with that, and I tried just to Google around. Again, the if you talk about like skills, like IT skills or website building skills, it's kind of limited. And at the moment, there are like a lot of softwares out there that you can just purchase,
Mm-hmm.
and they are like really off the shelf, and you can just plug it in, and you know, and it's just gonna run. But what you need to have is really that curiosity and really that desire to learn about it and really committed to do it. And yeah, it is not hard if you have it is not hard to start, if you have that desire, and no previous experience is really needed, in my opinion. Yeah.
So it's like if you're willing to learn, then you can do
Yeah,
it.
absolutely.
And the other thing that I was going to add to what you said about softwares and things to out of the box is
Mhm.
that thing that I think is one of the cool things about kind of this day and age is that there is freelancers for like everything. So there is
Correct.
something that you can't do or it's a little more challenging for you. It's going to take a long time to figure it out. There's so many websites. There's like Fiverr and Freelancer and Upwork and things like that where you can
Right.
hire someone if you need to create a website and you don't have time to figure it out, or if you need someone to make a logo for you or do your branding, there's things like that to
Right.
even get you started on the right foot. So that is super helpful, I think, too. Um,
Right.
Besides that, what are some good ideas you have for people who want to work from their laptop or earn money online while they're traveling?
Right. So if to answer that question, I think there are three ways that you can do in order to make money online while you're traveling. First is taking a remote job, right? So, with COVID, of course, this is the sweet spot right now. Many companies are hiring remotely worldwide. And, I think I read actually like about a month ago a massive exodus of employees
Yeah.
basically quitting their job because because of the whole experience during the COVID period that, we can work everywhere. We can work actually at our home. That
Yeah.
works. And yeah, just a massive exodus of people. And, um, a lot of companies are now really hiring, people remotely. So that's actually opportunities. And I don't know if we have time, perhaps it's for another session, but even in LinkedIn, if you have LinkedIn, you can
Mm-hmm.
actually search, um, you can search specifically for remote jobs,
That's good to
right? Yes. And there are, perhaps, like I said, it's another session to figure out like how you filter that down in LinkedIn. But yes, you can actually just use LinkedIn to find a remote jobs. So while you're traveling, wherever you are, you can just, I don't know, spend 6 to 8 hours, but not tied to your desk. But you're somewhere around the world. Yeah,
somewhere with Wi-Fi or somewhere with
somewhat with Wi-Fi.
yeah.
Yes, correct.
Want to add to this too. There's someone that I've been following for a long time on Instagram, and her handle, her name is Andrea, and it's her handle. I think it's a travel OD, and she specifically helps people find remote jobs. So
Right.
there's a lot of specific resources to that too. So if that's something that you're interested in, check out her. I'll put her little name in the description later. But yeah, Angie, the Flexitarian Travel says, yeah, it's a really cool feature on LinkedIn that you can do the filtering. So
Absolutely. Absolutely.
what's the next way?
So the second one is freelancing, of course. So like you said, platforms like Fiverr, Upwork, they're great platforms to, to put yourself out there and selling your skills. Whatever it is, as a translator, as a transcriptor, or if you're a bit creative, you can design logos, you can design Instagram posts even, just perhaps
I've
what's that?
seen like do voiceovers. I
Do
thought about
voiceovers. Yes, correct. Yeah. Editing YouTube videos or editing videos, that's those kind of stuffs. Um, Especially if you are, you have these kind of skills. And to be honest, if you don't have these skills, they are so easy to learn. Um, like just a little anecdote, I was approached to so many guys in my DMs in Instagram offering me um, their services. So like you can go also direct to consumer, right? So you just go to Instagram, find some business accounts, and just offer them your skills. You offer them your services, what you can do, and you can browse, of course, Fiverr and Upwork in order to determine like, okay, what kind of price or what kind of rate should I actually charge for my services. So kind of like benchmarking things. But what I mean is that you can do also direct to consumers. Like Instagram, TikTok is great. What else? LinkedIn, of course, obviously you can try that as well. So yeah, it's you can try Fiverr, Upwork, as well as direct to consumers. And if you check out my TikTok accounts, by the way, there are also some other websites that offer freelancing jobs as a transcriptor, as a voiceovers and stuff like that as well. So not really tight, but Upwork and Fiverr are the marketplace for putting your skills right up there, and do direct to consumers through social medias. And it's great that if you have a website, perhaps just a simple website, introducing yourself, introducing your skills, your services, kind of like your online CV.
Yeah.
And try to have a blog as well in your website, so that you can also build your own audience, build or your own email list, right? So in that sense, you can build it, also scale it to a business, so to speak. So not only freelancing. Yeah.
Chris has a lot of good tips on his TikTok. Like, I know he always shares like websites that I've never heard of where you can just like pick up and like start working essentially. So if those are kind of things that you're looking for to just kind of like pick up jobs here and there, like transcribing and stuff, like he has a lot of good resources there.
Yeah.
Okay, that's number 2. So what's number 3?
Number 3 is my favorite one, which is actually owning your own business, right? So owning your own online business. The pro is, of course, you have everything in your own hands, and you can scale it. Of course, you can scale it to whatever you want. So I started first actually with affiliate marketing, because it's very easy. And what you need is indeed, again, a simple website. Actually, it's not only website, it's just a sales funnel. If you don't know what sales funnel is, go check out to my TikTok or send me DM on Instagram. I'm happy to just, help you out or answering your questions. But having a simple website with sales funnels, and what you do is just promoting other people's products and services. Yeah. You don't need to have an inventory. You don't need like a drop shipping does. You don't need to have an inventory. You don't need to create your own products or services. What you need to understand is just, how do I build my sales funnel? How do I really market something, and, and have that kind of scale of, to market it, and copywriting kind of stuff. Yeah. So
Clothing has an affiliate program.
yeah.
So we have that. So a good portion of our sales come from that, because if you're the affiliate that has the audience, or if you are an affiliate who markets to other people, then you are sending your audience, showing them products that they are interested in, or
Absolutely.
our audience for, and then you're sending it over to us, and you're getting a portion of that commission, essentially, right?
Correct. Yeah. So, and from there, you can do from everything. You can scale it up from not only promoting one product or services, but multiple products and services. You can do, not only a first offering, but second or third offering through your email list. Again, if you want to do affiliate marketing properly, you need to do that. And, I share and coach people actually to do those kind of stuffs. And and at last, of course, you can do consulting. You can train people, coach people, providing them review or feedbacks, how they do copywriting, how do they actually build their website, how do they build their sales funnels. And that's also a stream of income that you can consider. And for sure, after that, you can turn from online to offline, creating events,
Products, yeah.
And masterminds or something like that you can organize. So I must say though that having your online business has a massive potential, especially on the upside in the future. It does actually require you to work hard in the beginning. So perhaps before you travel or something like that, start to like commit 1 year to to really like build your business. But to be honest, it's really, it can be realized. It's really not how do you call that? Not an impossible mission anymore.
Yeah. Exactly.
To build a successful business from 1 year. And I see a lot of examples of people that have like, I don't know, earn like a $15,000 a month after
Wow.
just 6 months, right? So,
Yeah. So it's
but
possible.
that it's all possible, and then that's only if you work hard and if you learn it right and you do it right. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So that's great. So that's like some avenues you can take if you want to earn money while you're like on the road or like moving towards that. Are there any ideas for some quick ways, like some websites to earn some quick cash if you want to maybe not work on the road, maybe not be a digital nomad, but just like save up for a trip that you have coming up, like a really big trip. You need a little extra money, a little side hustle
Side
source of
hustle
income.
thing. Yeah.
Any ideas for that?
Well, I always actually said that you can try these kind of websites that offer like very flexible um task related jobs like transcription.
Yeah.
So
Surveys before, stuff like that.
surveys, yes, filling up surveys, that's one. But I think the transcriptions and voiceovers, those are pretty much easy way to really like do some tasks and then get a reward thereafter, and survey, of course. And there's actually one very secret, and I keep it really like until at the end.
Okay.
Uh, I don't know if you guys know about arbitraging. You can arbitrage products. So like,
Hmm.
buy something in low price and then sell it at a high price. That is something that you can do as well. You go to Craigslist, I think, in the US, and or even better, I think right now there are like lots of Facebook groups offering free stuffs because people just throw it away.
Yeah, yeah.
And if you're smart, um, just browse around those groups, especially those groups offering free stuffs in your hometown, or go to garage sale or something like that, and just flip it right away. And there you go. You have cash instantly.
I see this
Um,
recently where people are getting furniture and it's kind of like, blah, it's brown or something, and then people like spray paint it white, add some gold knobs, and then sell it for $300 or something. So it's
correct.
creative, and you'd rather not do something like online or whatever, but you want to do something that's a little bit more fun, or has a little bit more creativity involved. That's definitely something you can do, is like you said, like flip something, do a little arbitrage. It doesn't have to be furniture. It could be, I've seen people do couches, I've seen people do armoires, but I'm sure there's like toys, and I even knew someone who used to do microwaves. Like they would
Correct.
keep microwaves and sell them on eBay. I don't know. That's
Yeah.
a world I am not super versed in, but I know that there's options there.
Correct. So garage sale, the traditional garage sale is now actually also moving online due to this, Facebook groups and Craigslist, of course, and stuff like that. So that's something very, very quick that you can really do. And not to forget, you can also do that kind of flipping or arbitraging with services. If you go to Upwork or Fiverr, you can also become a buyer and a seller, right? And if you're smart, you can find a task like, I don't know, transcribing or voiceover, uh, sell a service for transcribing, for example, for $50, and you find someone who can do that for $25,
And you make the difference.
and you make the difference.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So there's so many different options. You really just have to be willing to try a few things maybe and see what works
yeah,
for you.
yes,
I think if you, especially if you have something big that you're saving up for a trip, house, whatever, like you could pick up a lot of different things on the go that don't have to be like, oh, I'm quitting my job and becoming a digital nomad. Like you can do like the freelancing things or whatever, just to get some extra side cash and save up for it. Um, all right, so we just have a couple more minutes, so I just wanted to ask you if you had any advice, besides what we've already shared, for anybody who does want to become a digital nomad or to make enough money to sustain their long-term travels. What would you say to them, or what advice would you give?
um, what I would say is, indeed, just keep that dream alive. Don't quit. And as long as you have that dream alive, burning inside of you, suddenly you'll find some ideas and creative ideas to make a way for you to do that. And
Yeah.
that is, I think, what I have figured out, and also what you have figured out. At least, I'm talking from my own experience. As you know, as I still have that burning desire to really, like, I don't want to be in a 9 to 5 anymore. I really want to have my freedom to travel freely. Um, suddenly that creative juice starting flowing, and you just basically trying to find ways, like, how I'm doing side hustle, what kind of side hustle is real for now, and try, and second of all, uh keep it also with yourself. So keep it close to you. What do you like? If you like fashion, do fashion. If you like cars, do cars. Don't try to reinvent the wheel, and don't try to, like, doing complex stuffs. Just keep
Yeah.
it with yourself. So what can you do? You don't need to learn coding or learn building a website if that's not your strongest point. Just do whatever you can. And if what you can right now is baking cookies, then do baking cookies right now. Start baking cookies. Don't wait first until you learn a certain skills and new skills and then start hustling. No, just keep it first. Actually, close to you, close to yourself first. What are your strongest points, and what kind of skills do you have right now? And yeah, I think that would be the first. And once you get that going, you see some success, and believe me, if you see some success, it will feed back to you, and you will find another ways to find money online, to make money, more money, and perhaps make money online somewhere.
Yeah, that's awesome. Just keep at it, just keep trying and find what works for you. Because there's no guarantee that the first thing you try is going to be the thing. Like Chris said, he tried drop shipping. Now he's
Yeah,
onto marketing and other methods and coaching people and stuff.
yeah.
So just go out there and try. You never know what you're going to find, but like you said, keep it something that you're actually interested in, and don't try to like go far off into something that doesn't make sense for you.
Yeah, find your niche, right? Find your niche, and stick to that, and don't be like distracted by the next shiny things,
Shiny
because
object.
shiny objects, yes, the shiny object syndrome, right? So it's very dangerous, especially if you're trying to build your own business, and suddenly you see someone else actually get a success doing something else, and you get distracted, and that's basically that's very dangerous, because you cannot focus. Just focus on one thing, and focus to do it good. That's that's what I would, yeah, that's how I would advise. And as soon as you see success, after that you will get your freedom, you will get your time, then traveling is not an issue anymore. You can travel whenever you want.
You won't get time back. You might get money back, but you won't get time yet. So if you start getting your money to get more time so you can travel and stuff, it's all worth it. So
Correct.
thank you so much, Chris. I want everyone to know that if you want more tips from him and whatever, the best place to follow you is probably on TikTok, which is on Andy Makes Money. He does like a lot of new stuff, shares a lot of cool resources, so definitely follow him there. And then also on Instagram. Um, anywhere else that we should find you?
Well, I'm mostly indeed active on my TikTok and Instagram account. If you wanna DM me, the best way is probably through my Instagram. Yes, and I always reply to messages. It doesn't happen always instantaneously, but I always reply to my message. So, if you would like to DM me, just be welcome.
Sounds good. All right. Thanks so much, Chris. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next Adventure School.
Thank
Bye.
you. Bye bye.
See you later.